Click, click. Hey guys, welcome to a special episode of Rimworld. Why? Number one, we're going to play some royalty-free banger Kanye music to get things started out. And number two, in case you guys forgot, this Rimworld series started out as a challenge series against one Mr. Ryan Northernlion, the Turtle himself. So I figured it's probably a good time to do a little audit on each of our colonies and see who exactly is ahead of the game and who's winning at up until this point. So let's go ahead and jump in to the first category. So we were gonna go ahead and we broke it down. I'm gonna say we, meaning me, broke it down into a few categories and how our colonies are gonna be compared. The number one end goal, of course, is to who can get off their colony the quickest with the most original colonists in the first place. OG colonists, like Ryan might say. But the first area of comparison we are going to compare is the dorm life. So right here, we see our dorms right here. You guys know we're coming off a little bit of a hot episode. Had to destroy a colony of usurpers that, but we're not going to talk about that. So we had a little bit of an issue, as you can see. So our dorms are, the south quad is pretty good. Although it's 3, the north quad is maybe the old dated part from the 70s that you may find in a small city in the province of Ontario. So this is ours. Let's go ahead and take a look at NLs here. So NLs, where's my NLs at? There he is. There's my NLs colony. So this was taken off NL's last episode. His colony's not even gonna lie. Look at that dorm. He's got some solid dorm action popping off. He's got the hallway. And let's actually throw it over to Ryan himself to say who won this category. Who has the better dorm? Ryan or Dan? Ryan, what do you think? Wow. A cocky individual. Oh, yes, Dan. I think I've won. I'm the stronger individual. You know what, Ryan? I am not going to fault you on that one. All right, so the colony life or the dorm life +1 to Ryan. Okay, look, we will rise up. The second category that we're going to be judged on here is food. Not only the means in which you have, which in the last episode, our entire refrigeration unit got destroyed, but also the means in which you grow. So I'd say, hey, look, you know, our growth is kind of popping off right here. We have some nice rice-a-roni here. We're working on our second greenhouse right here. Very symmetrical. I think our chances are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and take a look at NLs here a little in depth. He's got 2 that are popping off right now, and they're looking pretty darn special. But let's just once again throw it over to Ryan. Ryan, what do you think? Who won this particular battle? Okay, well, we've heard it from Ryan himself that he won not only the dorm but also the food categories. Not gonna argue with that. You know, if I know one thing about Ryan, he's a fair individual. But nonetheless, let's go. Let's hop back into category number 3, which is one of my personal favorites. What is wealth really popping off? Let's go ahead and check our history here. And our wealth, where do we end up at? We are at 49,112 where the players happen to dwell. So that's a pretty good, decent amount of wealth, right? So let's call it 49,000, 49.1k and change. I feel pretty good. I think we're going to win this one. Let's go ahead and check NLs. And we had to actually go back to NL's episode 22 because he doesn't check wealth as much anymore. It really hasn't been popping off. But let's go ahead and check and see what his wealth was popping off at. So we had 49, NL is popping off at 55,000. Ryan, thoughts on this? Ryan, excuse me? Ryan, I need you to, oh, okay, hey, you want to throw it back in our face? You got more wealth than us, hey, you know, you do you. So, just a quick recap. Ryan has won the dorm life. He's won the food life. He's won the wealth life. What about the mood life? Let's go ahead and check, see if our mood is really popping off here. So let's check our mood. We were doing pretty darn good, and then after that little uprisal, we are now down to about 11%. You know, we'll just see what we don't want to give away any categories here, but let's see what Ryan's mood was at. Ryan's mood is currently at a 52. We're at an 11. Ryan, any thoughts on that? Ryan? Oh, he's going back to his old ways. Okay, he's flexing on us. All right, well, we're in a no flex zone, Ryan, but hey, you know what? I'll give you that category. So Ryan's up in dorm life, food life, wealth life, mood life. What about OG colonists? OG colonists. So what that means is, what colonists are still alive that you started your colony with? So we started with Dan, a Mathas, and an NL. And what do you know? We have a Dan and a Mathas. NL was perished by the wayside a few episodes ago. So we're pressing on with 2 OG colonists. Let's go check in and see what the NL colony has. The NL colony, if you look at the very, very top, we can actually maybe get a better picture here. He has, his original colonists were a Mobo, a Mathas, and an NL. And the most recent NL has a Mathas and an NL. So he has 2 OG colonists, and we have 2 OG colonists. Ryan? Thoughts on that, Ryan? Ryan, what do you think about getting into a tie here, sir? Let's go. All right, so currently in our audit of the Rimworld life, we are in a situation in which Ryan is up 4-1. However, there's still a lot of ball to be played if you want to talk inside baseball. Who is going to get their original colonists off first? Because then, the end of the day, that's all that matters. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this quick audit of the NL vs. Dan Rimworld Challenge Series. If you guys watched any of my episodes as a result of coming up from Ryan's channel, I truly appreciate it. And those that have been giving comments and help in each video on my side of things, thank you so much for helping us rise up to beat the egg. And I want to thank a few individuals here. We got some royalty-free music. I'll link in the description below. I want to thank Behoom for the Rick and Morty drawings that I inappropriately borrowed for this thumbnail, but also big shout out to Ryan Letourneau for letting me make fun of him, and also do this challenge series and have some fun with it. But thank you guys so much for watching. In the comments below, let me know who you think is going to win this Rimworld Challenge series. Things are looking dire. Our colony's in ashes, but I'll tell you what, much like a phoenix, much like Kenya, we will rise up to those that believe. But let me know who you think is going to win the challenge to get the original colonists, the most original colonists off their colony as fast as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you guys do want to see the next episode of our Rimworld colony, it'll be on my channel at 12 p.m. Eastern. And I believe Ryan publishes at 5 p.m. Eastern on his channel. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Later.